Hi, hello everyone. Today is Thursday and I'm going to share with you another of my favourite stories from the Bible. Now, on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday we heard stories about Jesus, and Jesus is in the New Testament. But today I want to tell you about a story from the Old Testament. It's about a man who's very famous in the Bible, and I'm sure that you will have heard of him. His name is Noah. And today I want to tell you the story of Noah. So today's story is called A Special Promise. God was sad. Everywhere he looked, he saw people making bad choices, hurting each other, making a mess of his beautiful world. I need to start all over again, decided God. I need to make my world clean. And that's when he talked to Noah. Noah wasn't like the rest. He was a good man, and God saw it. So God told Noah to build a boat big enough to hold Noah, his wife, his sons, their wives, and a pair of every animal in the world, and food enough to feed all of them for a very, very long time. Noah's neighbours and family thought it was strange. He was building a boat so far from the sea. And it wasn't easy chasing and catching and cleaning up after all those animals. But Noah was a good man. He did what God told him, even when it was hard. At last they were all tucked safely inside the boat, and God shut the door. And then it started to rain. It rained for 40 days. And it rained for 40 nights. It rained harder than Noah had ever known in his life. It rained so hard the streams and the rivers and even the seas burst their banks and flooded the earth. Soon every sandy beach, every rocky path and every patch of muddy earth disappeared beneath the water. And the boat began to float. It floated above the houses, it floated above the trees, it floated above the hills and above the mountains too. It floated for days and weeks and months. Then it stopped, stuck on the top of a mountain. Noah opened the window to look out. The water was going down, but the world was far from dry. So he sent out a dove, and when the dove did not come back, Noah knew that he had found a dry place to live, and so it was safe to come out of the boat. "Come out," God called. "Come out of the boat. The world is dry. The world is clean. And now you and your family and all the animals must have children and fill it full of life again." Hooray! Celebrated Noah, and he thanked God for saving him. God was happy too. So he painted the world's first rainbow in the sky to celebrate his fresh, clean world and promise that he would never flood the earth again. Now, I said something when I was reading that story, and this is the very reason why this story is my favourite story. God shut the door. I absolutely love that God wanted to make so certain that Noah and his family and all the animals were safe, that God shut the door. Because if Noah shut the door, or one of his sons, they may have not shut it properly. And God loved Noah, and he had a plan. and he loved him so much he wanted to make sure that door was shut. And I just love that. Shows me how much God loves us, that he makes sure things are good in our lives. And then the other thing that I really love about this story is the promise at the end. Can you remember what God put in the sky? Yeah, God put a rainbow, and you can see it in my picture. God put a rainbow in the sky. Now, right now, I'm seeing rainbows everywhere. Are you looking for rainbows when you go out? Because everyone is drawing pictures of rainbows and they're putting them in their windows and saying thank you to the NHS. That's saying thank you to the nurses and the doctors and all the workers who look after the sick people. And so now, how strange, God's wonderful promise to the world is now being used as a thank you. The rainbow is now saying to all the people, thank you for looking after us. And you know, that is so lovely. So perhaps today, if you haven't already made a rainbow, I know some of you have because I've seen them in your houses, but if you haven't already made a rainbow, perhaps today you could make a rainbow and say thank you to the NHS. And then as we go out to clap tonight, we'll be clapping for our NHS and all our workers and all the people who are looking after us. But remember, the real reason for the rainbow is God's promise. His promise to all of us and to the world that he will never destroy the world again. So have a great day making rainbows in all different ways. Perhaps make a food rainbow, draw a rainbow, get some clothes and put them out in a rainbow. Have a great day today, and I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Bye.